Hey, whippersnappers, this is Tortimer the Grey. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Showdown Little Cup Tortiment. Today, we are going to be watching the Titans of Codman36 and Readyletsgo go up against each other for the right to move on in the Consolation bracket and take on Klungar. So they're going to be moving up, and whoever wins today is going to take on Klungar and potentially have the opportunity, if they beat Klungar, to move on and take on me. So let's see who gets that right today. Jumping into battle number 1. Here we go. Alrighty guys, battle number 1 leads off with Voltorb versus Ammonite, and Gary is going to take a hard Volt Switch, go down to his Sash, and then Blitzel's going to switch in as Gary throws up the Shell Smash there. Now Gary's going to have to hope for no quick attack, but unfortunately Blitzel has one and is going to finish off the Ammonite there. At which point Cubone is going to come in, taking that Flame Charge very well from the Blitzel. Blitzel getting a bit of a speed boost. Cubone going to throw up the knockoff though and finish off Blitzel in one hit, so good power there from the Cubone. At which point Cubone going to switch out in the face of the Joltik, expecting the Giga Drain I suspect. And Nugget is going to take that without too much trouble at all. Chinchou switching in then as Nugget attempts to protect, but going to switch out instead in favor of bringing Reggie in. Reggie's going to take that Scald like nobody's business, and the Volt Switch is going to land again, doing not very much damage, but getting the Chinchou off the field at least, bringing in the Joltik, who's going to take that damage as resisted. Reggie is going to take a hard Bug Buzz and go down before being able to take advantage of that contrary stat boost. At which point Anrith is going to switch in, and What is going to throw up the Rock Slide, hitting the Magnemite there, ruining the Sturdy, but not hitting the Berry Juice. So a good place for that Magnemite to be if Codeman hopes to get rid of it pretty easily. Elekid then going to switch in and finish off the Anrith, however, as Readyletsgo takes a hard blow there. Then Cubone is going to come back in. It's going to take that Cross Chop there. Going to survive it and throw up the Earthquake on the Elekid. Whoa, almost said that all wrong, and going to finish it off, but going down to the Scald from the Chinchou there. Codeman down 2-4 here. Excalibur going to take that Scald, unfortunately going to get burned, however, leaving his physical attacks pretty much worthless. The Shadow Sneak, Sacred Sword, none of that doing a whole lot there as the Chinchou Volt switches on out, letting the burn damage tick away as Magnemite switches in, throws up that Volt Switch, finishing off the Hone Edge. Chinchou then switches in, knowing Codeman's down to his little nugget there. Darumaka is going to survive the Scald, get the Hammer Arm off, but not going to be very effective against the Chinchou here. Anyway, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that. It's not super effective at the very least. And Readyletsgo is going to take battle number 1 with his Monotype Electric Monster team. This team has devastated many members of the bracket up to this point. And so doing so once again against Codeman, taking battle number 1. But it is just battle number 1. Let's see what happens in battle number 2, shall we? Here we go. Alrighty guys, battle number 2 sees Readyletsgo leading off with his Anorith from his Bug Monotype team as Codeman decides to keep his team the same. Excalibur is going to take a hard knockoff, but going to land the Iron Head either way and finish off the Anorith in one hit. Larvesta is then going to switch in with the Flare Blitz, finishing off Excalibur, taking just a little bit of damage from the Shadow Sneak itself as Nugget switches in and is going to throw up the Protect here, trying to scout what the Larvesta is going to do, but Larvesta heals itself up with the free turn there and is going to U-turn on out. Nincada then switching in to the Rollout there. Rollout going to start getting some progressive damage going there, so Nincada throws up the Toxic, hoping that at the very least it'll be able to outlast with the Protect as the Toxic damage picks up. I think the miss there is probably going to throw Rollout back to the bases, so Nugget going to throw up the Fire Punch instead to finish off the Nincada. Flare Blitz then going to come in, finish off Nugget there as Larvesta takes a little bit of damage from the recoil. Cubone back in and going to get Will-O-Wisp, unfortunately for Codeman, and throw up the Earthquake there. Larvestas are too bulky for that, especially with the burn going, so not going to do a whole lot with the Flare Blitz, taking a lot of damage out of Cubone. The knockoff there at least going to get rid of that Eviolite, make it a little less bulky, but going to have the opportunity to heal up here as the Cubone, even with the burn, doing good damage at that time, almost half. Cubone, though, is going to go down as Larvesta switches out into Carablast. This Carablast was problems for somebody last time, I believe, or somebody had issues with the Carablast at one point recently, and going to take an Ancient Power, and another Ancient Power going to go down there, so Gary doing some good work here. Joltik then throws up the Volt Switch, going to go out as it finishes off the Ammonite. Dwebble then switching in to what? and the Anorith going to take some rocks damage there. Going to throw up their Sword Dance as the Larvesta switches in and get the Aqua Jet off, finishing off the Larvesta. So some good strategy there from Codeman. Going to get the Rock Slide going, taking Dwebble down to its Sturdy. Does it have the Berry Juice? It does, but it's not going to heal all the way back up, which means Sturdy won't come into effect this time. So unfortunate there for Readyletsgo. But Joltik switches in with the Bug Buzz. Doesn't have enough power behind it to kill the Anorith, and Anorith is going to finish off Readyletsgo in battle number 2. So Codeman's Bug finishes off Readyletsgo's Monotype Bug team in battle number 2. Makes it 1-1. Codeman 1, Readyletsgo 1. Let's see what happens in the tiebreaker in battle number 3. Here we go, guys. Alrighty guys, battle number 3 sees Readyletsgo switching back to his Monotype Electric team. Codeman sticks with the team that he's been using, and so Readyletsgo probably feels pretty good about that, figuring that he was able to beat this team with his team last time, so we'll see how it goes. Magnemite finishes off the Cubone. Nugget going to take a Heart Volt switch before Chinchou switches in and is going to be taking some resisted damage there from the Fire Punch, so not a whole lot going on. Nugget is going to protect, but then take the Scald and go out either way. So unfortunately for Codeman, that protect didn't do him a whole lot of good. The Volt Switch going to do some hard damage to Gary, who is going to probably, throw up the Shell Smash here up against the Blitzel. This looks pretty familiar. Blitzel going to probably go for the Quick Attack again. Is going to be enough, even with the Rock-type resistance to the Normal-type move. Going to be enough to finish off Gary there. Reggie then switches into a Flame Charge, which is going to boost the Blitzel speed and do good damage to Reggie. Reggie is going to throw up that Leaf Storm. Blitzel's got Sap Sipper, so that's only going to hurt him. Excalibur switching in, then Blitzel able to throw up some good moves against Excalibur before switching on out with a hard Volt switch there. Chinchou coming into the Iron Head, which is going to be resisted thanks to the Water typing, and the Shadow Snake not going to do a whole lot for it either, so Excalibur is going to go down. What then? The Anorith, who has helped Codeman out quite a bit today, going to switch in, go down, well, not to the Sturdy, I guess, but going to go down very close to death, while finishing off the Chinchou with a Rock Slide there. Blitzel then switches in with the Quick Attack, being a good cleanup killer here for Readyletsgo, leaving Codeman with just Reggie and going to take a hard Flame Charge and go out. So, Readyletsgo takes another win here. He's sweeping through the consolation bracket at this point, leaving Devastation in his wake. Shunosaurus, Aaron Cerise, and now Codeman have gone down to his Monotype might, and we'll see as he in best 2 out of 3 takes 2 battles, defeats Codeman, and moves into the consolation bracket next tier to take on Klungar. So Readyletsgo and Klungar will now be going up. We will see if Klungar is going to be able to get through his Monotype teams here and finish him off. But only time will tell. Only time will tell. So Readyletsgo and Klungar, you guys can try and connect now and get your battles scheduled. I do know that Klungar is out of town right now on a family vacation. I'm not exactly sure what time when he's going to be getting back, but hopefully we'll be able to get those battles to you guys as soon as he returns home. But you guys can try and connect and at least figure out when you will be battling, so you guys take a look at your schedules and see when you guys are going to be able to meet up, so you can have something definitive on the schedule, so we don't have to, well, maybe we'll connect on maybe this day if you're around. Nah, just set a time and plan to be there. So, Klungar and Readyletsgo, you guys can get your schedules or your battles scheduled. I will be waiting patiently to see who is the winner of that battle, as I will have to take them on. It'll be very interesting to see how that ends up playing out, at least for me. But guys, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not already, the finale of the Hexathlok, not just of Season 6, but of the series as a whole, came out earlier this morning, / afternoon, depending on when the render finished. But be sure to check that out. It was the finale of that season. We've been running that for 3.5 years, 6 seasons. It is finally completed. As we finish out the Elite Four and Champion of the Kalos region. So see how that played out. Did everybody survive? How did that all go? Find out yourself if you go to my channel, and that came out earlier today. Alrighty guys, I'll see you guys back here for the next consolation bracket battle between Klungar and Readyletsgo. We will see how that all plays out, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here then. Special thanks again to Codeman and Readyletsgo for participating in today's battles. Alrighty guys, I've been Tortiment. You guys have been great. Make sure those likes, comments, subscriptions for me guys, and I'll see y'all back here next time. Alrighty guys, have a good one.